Hey guys, how's it going? Jose Duarte here. And if you were to click on this video, it's because you are pretty interested in what I have to say on this topic. So I really hope you don't judge what I had to say on, you know, I hope you don't judge the title from what I had to say because what I had to say is pretty interesting. So, alright, let's get to it. So we all heard this famous quote about, it's better to believe in a God and die and find out that there is no God than to believe that there is no God and die and find out that there is a God. Okay, so stay with me here. So think of a person that you may know, a friend or a family member, and because of their religion, they turn their life around. They, quit whatever they had, quit drinking, quit smoking. They started talking differently. They just turn their life around for the better, for to better themselves and to better their life and their lifestyle. Having religion and that person's life, like how it changed their lives. So, you know, is it really a bad thing to have religion around? Is it really a bad thing to think about, like, there could be a God? No matter what religion it could be. If it's Christianity, Catholics, or Mormonism, or Buddhism, Islam, whatever the case may be, is it really like a bad thing to think about, to like believe in it, or does it give you an advantage? Now, what I was thinking about is like how important it will be if religion was introduced to people, say like schools, say like there's you know, we could choose a school subject like say world history, and say there's an assignment, a 1 week assignment, and the teacher goes, "Hey, for this week's assignment, we're gonna choose the top 5 religions in the world, whatever it may be: Christianity, Muslim, Jewish, whatever the case may be. Top 5. You're gonna study. We're gonna go over each religion Monday through Friday, and on the weekend you're gonna write an essay. We could say, hey, on this essay we're gonna write down which religion you like the most, which religion you like the least, or if you weren't even interested in any of them, like write down why. Like the purpose of introducing wouldn't be necessarily to convert them or anything. It would just be like something to like introduce, like, hey, like each religion has its history, right? So which religion caught your eye, sort of. We're not trying to like force you to convert. We're not trying to force you into choosing one and like practicing it. Nothing like that. Nothing crazy. It's just introducing what each religion went through in its history and what they believe in. Basically, the basics on each religion. We're not trying to convert. We're not trying to like force it on you. Just we're gonna study it. So some things came in mind, like how better would like society, or how better would each person be if they had somebody to like challenge them and to like study what each religion has, or like what they can offer. Thank God we live in a country that we have the freedom of religion. We have the freedom to choose. We have the freedom to believe in whatever we want. So why not introduce that and kind of like give that opportunity to each person and to believe in each religion or each belief system? So I think each person will like have it'll bring like a spark in their minds and to like actually challenge their beliefs or like their values or their purpose in life. And by introducing religion, like I said, it's not to like convert anybody. And I'm not saying like it has to be one specific religion. Like me myself, I am Christian, But I'm not trying to enforce Christianity on like everybody. I mean, what I am saying is having a religion will make you better as a person. Like I said in the beginning, think of that person that, because of religion, they changed. Because of religion, they started like caring about others. Because of religion, they stopped drinking. How better would society be if they actually got introduced into a religion? Or like, how better would society be if somebody came up to them and actually challenged them into like why they believe that way, or like why do you believe there's a god, or why do you believe there's many gods? Like, I think that's an important thing as well, like challenging others and challenging their belief systems, or challenging them to like to thinking like, hey, like there is a god or there isn't. I think even schools would like be different just by the set of values that religions have. Like, religion shouldn't be something that triggers somebody. It shouldn't be something that, like, hearing that there's a god, that, it's something weird. Like, I think like having something like the Ten Commandments, for example, it shouldn't be viewed as something as being as religious. Like, why? Why is saying that, you know no cheating or no stealing or no lying, why is that something that, is religious? I mean, I know in the Marine Corps, like, we don't cheat, lie, or steal. That's in the Ten Commandments as well. So why would that be considered something that's crazy or anything like that? I mean, I think if you view like the values religion has, I'm pretty sure we'll be a better place or a better country. I mean, I think that's where even more moral values come from. We had to define where we had to put a line to where bad and good is, right? So where does that line start? It has to start, has to come from somewhere, right? So I'm not saying like, hey, like you have to choose a god or choose a religion. I'm just saying like it's cool to challenge people. I know when I was in boot camp, um, they offered like 20 plus religious services, um, different religions. And I remember the chaplain at that time, he was like, hey, well, you can choose any religious services you want. We offer this much. And I've had people, this is what the chaplain was saying, I've had people that they grew up to be Jewish or Christian, and because they went to a Catholic service, they started liking it, and they even converted. And maybe their parents were proud of it, but hey, it's their choice. And that's the thing I'm talking about. If we offer that, and in the military, if we offer like different religious services, like that's pretty cool. I mean, it gets to like challenge their beliefs, and if they convert, like, okay, like maybe maybe your parents are not going to be proud because you converted to a different religion than they did. Like, that's understandable, but in the same time, like, if you're going to change to better yourself, like, hey, why not? Like, I don't see that as a bad thing, or I don't see that as something that is evil. Like, it may be awkward at first. Like, I remember when my parents converted to Christianity, at first everybody was like talking down on them. They were like making fun of them or even talking crap. And now, like, nobody even minds them being, you know, religious. I mean, I know some people even ask them to pray for them, so it's gonna be awkward at first, yeah, but you know, as somebody like my parents, like, they live their lives better than they used to. Like, my dad used to drink a lot, and from family videos that I've seen before, I mean, I see that they used to just get lit all the time. And that's a past that everybody goes through, but you know, from the time that they converted to now, like complete different person. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, if it's something that's gonna make you better as a whole, and it's gonna make you like a better person in society, even like that's gonna be like a advantage. I mean, there's no disadvantage on it. I mean, if people say that there is no God, okay, fine, but I believe that there's a God, and because of it, I live this way. I live with no fear. Have faith that there's somebody who is greater than me, that's gonna back me up, who's gonna bless me, and I'm gonna live with no fear. And if I die, like, hey, if there's no God, well, I live my life better than everybody else, you know. So there's no L on it. It's always a win-win. And getting back to like challenging, I remember when I went to Mexico, and one of my uncles, he was pretty drunk. I was pretty drunk as well, I'm gonna admit. I mean, it was a time when I was drinking a lot. We were both pretty drunk, and he started like talking to me about his religion, about Catholics, and how like he was started telling me that I'm not gonna get into details, but he was pretty much challenging me into my beliefs as a Christian. So I was like, okay, well, that's interesting. Like, I want to hear what you want to say. So I let him explain everything, like, hey, well, this and this and that. So I didn't stop him. I didn't like get angry at him. I didn't get mad. I didn't like get bothered even. Like, I want to hear what you want to say. And after he explained everything, he showed me this one guy about like who he listens to. It really left me speechless. Like, I was like, damn, like I really don't have any answers. I really don't have anything else to say. Like, it was pretty good, like what you had to say. And he told me like straight up, like, hey, I'm not trying to convert you. And mind you of this, like, we're both drunk. So it's just like the kind of topics that men talk about, when they're drunk. So yeah, I mean, it's just the importance of challenging people, their belief systems and their beliefs and their values. Like, just like my uncle did. Like, he told me straight up, I'm not trying to convert you. I'm not trying to like make you, Catholic or anything. I know you understand you're Christian, but hey, like, this is what I learned, and it's pretty good, and it was. And I think by challenging people, it even makes you more focused. It makes you more educated, into your belief systems. Like, it gets you back to like, hey, like, I didn't have an answer for him. I'm gonna get back to reading the scripture. I'm gonna get back to reading the Bible or whatever Bible you may have. I'm gonna get back to it. I'm gonna get more educated on it. So next time I see him, I'm gonna have answers for him, and that's important. Like, that's good. Like, why not? Why not get challenged? You should have You should have your answer. And I'm not saying like I'm like a perfect model of being Christian. I'm not somebody who probably you can see as somebody who's Christian or anything like that, but like, I know because of religion, like, me and my family have a set of values. Like, there's some things that we don't do, and there's some things that we do. Um, but I'm just trying to say, like, I think if we introduce religion into people, not by converting them, but just trying to like study what each religion has to offer, I'm pretty sure they're gonna like be interested in it, or even like by studying it, they're gonna learn what each religion has to offer, and because of it, they're gonna be they're gonna better themselves, and they're gonna have different values set for themselves. So yeah, I mean, that's what I had to say about it. Yeah, there's gonna be people that are gonna say, hey, well, how about we keep church and state, separated, this and that. There is a law on it. I understand. But like I said, like, well, everything that's going on in this country, and with you know, this generation that's coming up, like, imagine what would happen if we give it a try. If you agree with what I have to say, like, share in the comment section below. If you disagree, explain why. Like, if you think I'm crazy, hey, it's my opinion. You have your own opinion as well. But I mean, opinions are important in this world because, I mean, this country was founded on an opinion on, we should be independent. And thank God that opinion came out to be a good thing. So, you know, let's let's have the let's have opinions on everything and let's share what we have to say. If you agree with me, hey, that's good. Hopefully somebody who's like what I'm trying to do is like hopefully it brings up a spark on somebody into thinking like, hey, like damn, like this guy what he had to say like is pretty good. Hopefully there's somebody in the school board who watches this video and says, hey, like that is true. Like, why not introduce religion and give it like a school assignment and not make it to like to convert people, not make it to convert our students or anything like that. But we could like introduce something like that, and maybe our students will actually help out each other, and instead of bending backwards on a bully, like somebody is actually going to stand up to a bully because he cares about that person, or because they believe in a god, like they don't fear any bullies and they stand up to bullies. Bullying is like one of the biggest reasons why kids these days don't want to go to school. And even cyberbullying, like that's even way worse than it was before. So what if because of religion, because they got introduced religion, like they suddenly didn't care on what cyberbullying, what people had to say on the internet, because they believe that there's somebody out there that actually cares for them, or that actually values who they are as a person, as who they are and how they are. Doesn't matter what anybody has to say. So it's something to think about. If you agree or disagree, share it in the comment section below. And if you find any value in this video, give it a like. Subscribe to my channel. I mean, I know there's a bunch of viewers out there that see my videos, but they're not like returning. No, they are returning. Like they do see my videos. Like you guys see my videos, but like you guys are not subscribed. I know what I have to say is like pretty interesting. I'm gonna make more content like this. I'm gonna make more content on like the Marine Corps and boot camp, of course. That's never gonna stop. I'm gonna reach my goal to, you know, get monetized, so that way I could like reinvest and making better quality, better videos, better everything for you guys. This is all for you. Um, because what if I had like the opportunity to see somebody 10 years ago when I was in high school and listen to this kind of stuff, and then I had to, and what if I had the opportunity to talk about upon my peers in school and like think about this stuff. So hey, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and like I said, it's better. It's a good thing to challenge each other. So as always, keep your head up, stay motivated, and keep moving forward. Peace out, guys.